Hello, welcome back for episode 35 of Animus Absentis. It's gonna be a fun one tonight because the crew needs cash, and I think, if I remember right, all of last week is a total blur, but if I remember right, you were looking at doing a heist, so it's gonna be fun. Before we jump into all that, though, I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves and their characters. Starting with top left. So Jay, tell us a little bit about Sparky and yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Jay, or Alien Jays. I am 1/3 of the Canadians, as Vanessa always says. Stealing it from you today. I am a writer, a role player, and a game dev, and you can find me on Twitter at Alien Jays, and itch.io at Jalian. Today I'm playing Sparky, who is rapidly, I guess, becoming some sort of criminal. Oh, when did this happen? It only took 3 seasons. They have been helping to set up a shell corporation and slowly but surely start to undermine the corpo hold on the galaxy with everyone on the ship. And they are slowly getting to be more comfortable and confident in themselves. Slowly being the operative word. It's like tar in the middle of the space.
Perfect. Then next we've got Vanessa. Tell us a little bit about Annie and yourself.
Hi, I'm Vanessa. I am the second third of the Canadian crew. As Jay said, he stole it from me. But I am a traditional artist. I work primarily in watercolor and pencil sketch, as well as digital art. And if you'd like to take a look at any of my stuff, you can certainly do so. I have an art Twitter, and it's at Peppero Draws. That's Peppero like the candy. Just recently posted some My Hero Academia stuff if you're an anime watcher. I also have some Jujutsu Kaisen stuff that I'm working on. That's kind of taken a back seat though, because shortly I will be posting some pieces that we did for an OC character swap with our little group. We all kind of threw in some OCs and went ham on that. So those will be posted shortly. If you'd like to take a look at that there, then you can certainly do that. But I play Annie, and for the longest time, I've kind of joked that pre-memory wipe, she was kind of like a space anonymous. I think like Batman Vigilante, where she would Robin Hood steal from rich corporations, hack into their systems and steal information. But instead of giving it away, she would sell it to the smaller guys so that she could also make a profit. But now that she has lost those memories, she's just trying to do what she can to help the crew get to where they need to be. They've picked up her little brother Liam along the way, and she's gone right back into the rowdy sibling relationship that they have, even though she can't remember him from before. Yeah, that's Annie.
Awesome. Next, we'll hop over to Alex. Tell us a little bit about Seattle and yourself.
Hello, I am Alex. I'm a digital artist. And you're not seeing my face today because I'm having a bit of a bad day, so if I suddenly crash out and disappear, the Canadians understand why. I took gravel. I took 2 gravel. I round out the third of the Canadians. You gotta spread coast to coast. Just big old smear of Canada. Right on all over. Gee, no wonder it became an anarcho-socialist game. And I'm playing Seattle, who is dad. Who is gay dad.
It's pretty much good description there, yeah. All right. And then next we've got Lisa. Tell us a little bit about Captain and yourself.
I play Captain. Captain is, if Seattle is dad, Captain is mom. And whether she likes it or not. And Captain is a android. And as her name suggests, the captain of the ship. And while she knows she's not human and really does not have any desire to be human, She is trying her damnedest to understand these humans that she is stuck with. But the other issue is that she is a Black Ops murder droid. So she's doing her best and setting up our work and things like that, and desperately trying to understand the human desire for milk.
Yeah. That's a pretty fun one. And also, sorry, I saw in my notes that I had a note to look up something, and so I'm frantically trying to find that while we're talking. But yeah, I'm Raven. I'm the creative director for The Raven Evermore, which is my brand for all the various things I do, most of which is tabletop related. You can find out all about that at my link tree, which is right there in chat. And then a quick word on sponsors. Fundamental RPG and Intrepid. Fundamental RPG 2nd Edition is what we run this game on. The digital version just dropped about a little less than a week ago, and is currently on sale for 20% off until Monday. You can find that, there's a link in chat for it, or you can just go to coffee.com/raven/shop, like it says in the bottom left hand corner, just add /shop to the end of it. And then the print version should be ready to purchase and for pre-orders to finally go out here very soon. It's all been submitted to the printer, and I'm just waiting for them to say, yep, looks good, and then we can get that rolling as well. So very cool stuff there. And then Intrepid is adventuring gear for real life. So if you like athletic, casual, or outdoors wear with a tabletop theme to it, there's some cool stuff there as well. And you can find all of that at the same place, coffee.com/raven/shop. And then, yeah, I play everybody else in the universe of this game, including Liam, Seth, and Daisy. Daisy being one of my original characters that's sort of... Daisy's a pseudo-PC, but she's a lot of fun. She's sort of a hacker character and a big cause of the initial problems of the crew. Yeah.
Also, the only biological child.
That's true, yeah. And then also we're going to be introducing another character today that I know V is very excited about. Yeah, so all that out of the way, where did we finally end off last session? Because I'm drawing a blank. I know Captain was talking to Toland about...
I think that was where we ended, yeah.
Okay. So
we set up a heist.
Okay, what was the heist? Because I don't remember.
I don't think you specified.
It's for a specific item in a safety deposit box.
Right.
Yes, thank you.
Right. Oh, and we had 3 different plans we were potentially going to do.
Yeah, okay, we have ideas, but
it's all coming back to me.
Yeah, but Sparky doesn't know about it.
Oh, that's right, because I wasn't there.
Yeah, you weren't there.
Yeah. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, we have to snag something out of a safety deposit box. Is basically all we know. We don't know how big it is, and stupid me, the only thing I can think of is the safety deposit scene from the Da Vinci Code.
I don't know. I've never even seen it. I'm gonna have to look that up.
I've read every Dan Brown book. He's my guilty pleasure. They're trash, but they're fun trash. And so I've seen all the movies too. And I love them. In a weird, I can put it on the background of anything.
I love National Treasure. I'm with you. It's garbage.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's absolute garbage.
Yeah.
However, there is some inexcusable garbage, and that is the Lost Symbol. That one I will never read again.
I think I've this is all mostly going over my head, but I will take your word for it. But yeah, I National Treasure, that one I do know, and yes, that is very fun garbage. But yeah, they want you to steal a safety deposit box, essentially, out of a pretty secure bank on some random moon towards the center of the galaxy. So moving into the nicer, more security, more GPF and government influence planets.
Now, I want to
so-
know, is this bank like a, is it just a bank, or is it like a Swiss bank?
It's like a Swiss bank. Think
God.
like James Bond type movie, Mission Impossible style bank.
Great. Great.
So heist outfits?
Who wants to play the grieving widow?
Seattle cautiously puts up his hand.
You want to play the grieving widow? Can you put a veil over your face and everything?
We probably should cover our
He
faces.
kind of shrugs because it's true.
True.
Yeah, I guess.
Captain would have the dresses for it, though.
That's true. That's very true. So are we all meeting up? Because I think Sparky is the only one out of
Sparky
the
has no
loop.
idea, so
Yeah.
we need to come up with a plan. We have no
Yes.
plan.
We have no
We
plan.
have no
we
plan.
have fun ideas.
Yes.
Yes.
So Captain will send out a notification to meet in the mess hall, because that is where we meet.
That's where we build the
Big enough
potato
for all
maps.
of us. Yeah, potato
Um,
maps.
All right.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, Sparky will head there. Can we get a recap on what, like, if there was anything else we've missed? Because I'm trying to think. I feel like there was something else we missed.
Do we know
So-
what the item is?
I don't know if we do.
No, you just know the safety deposit box number, which is
What if there's multiple
Uh,
items in there? Like,
Right.
just take everything?
What if it's a body?
It's a
That's
good
one hell of a safety
question.
deposit box. Like, damn.
26814 Z or Z, depending on where you're from.
Okay.
Is the box. But yeah, what happened last session, the notes that I have, which I had most everything except for the very last conversation. So Liam got the VR set
Right.
to do the piloting, simulating stuff, and of course he and Seth immediately started doing it for video games and goofing off. Seth got a big tactical knife and a bandolier of throwing knives and was super excited about it. We got stats for the ship and the shuttle. There was an idea for a Faraday cage, which is what I was frantically looking up.
Oh yeah.
Some other notes that there are things that you don't know about. And Annie has an appointment with Alistair.
Good to know. Right. I forgot about the Faraday like clothing because we were talking about how to shield Captain. Right.
Yeah.
Also, weren't we going to have some kind of meet? Oh, yeah, the meeting was supposed to go in the morning, and then we were worried it would intercept with Annie's meeting.
Right.
That's what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
So do we want to do Annie's first and then do the group meeting? That might like make more sense context wise.
What do you think, V?
I'm good with whichever.
All right. I mean, I think the appointment was going to be like the next day, later in the day. Like it was a little bit off. So you've got,
Well, I guess we're still in the same. Yeah.
yeah, you've
Okay.
got time. And then,
Fuck it,
yeah,
we'll do it
Captain-
live.
Tolan gave you that words safety deposit box number and where the bank is and all that stuff. And it belongs to a John Tilton, who's a former CFO of Philcor.
I don't know if we've
Can we
met them
ruin his
before.
company, too?
You have not. Oh, what was that?
Can we ruin his company, too?
You can certainly try.
We
Hell
could potentially
yeah.
bankrupt his company. I'm just saying.
It depends what's in the box. I
That's
mean,
true. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
PHILCOR? Is that
Sorry,
like
what was
Phil Core or like Phil Corp?
that?
It's
Corp.
wise. Okay, cool. John Tilton?
Yep, the late John Tilton.
Oh.
Former CFO of Philcorp, which is FILCORP. All kind of one word.
Gotcha.
Was he married?
Tolan doesn't have that information, but that's something that you could potentially find out.
Good to know.
We're the
'cause
worst heisters.
We are. But if we can find out if he was married to a man or a woman
Mm-hmm.
or whatever,
Well, and we have
can
young
work with
people.
that.
We could pretend to be an heir. How do we
Or
know
a
how
widow.
long ago he died? Like,
You could certainly find out. You could look
Okay.
at. You could, do some intel gathering. Look up news articles. That sort
I
of
think
thing.
Sparky would be doing that once they know that this, like, once they get this bulk of information, they would start looking up while we're planning.
Gotcha.
Because they're kind of on the same wavelength as Captain. Like, we've got to scam it. We got to figure out a way to find a relation, and then when that inevitably fails, we need bombs.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just imagining
um,
like someone showing up and being like, "I'm his widow" in like full like mourning garb, and then being like, "He died 15 years ago," and like it was very traumatic.
I still haven't gotten over it.
I have Groundhog Day syndrome. I keep
Oh my
reliving the same year over and over.
It's like he was just here yesterday. Man,
like,
this is the 15th
Winchester.
time you've come here every single year on the same day.
Yeah, it's like Winchester's, like the ghosts come after
Yeah,
me if I
yeah.
don't come here. I will die.
Yeah, but this job is, it's a 200,000 credit job, so double what
Which
you
is-
got for breaking Liam out of the cartel camp.
Yeah, and I think quadruple what we have right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a big job or a big paying job because there's not a lot of information, and it's in a very secure area.
And because Tolan hates us.
Why the hell would Tolan even entrust this with us? Like,
I suspect there's some horrible twist that we're unaware of.
yeah. He's like, would someone please kill these assholes?
Mhm.
Despite the fact that we're all fucking fools, we do usually get the job done.
Like,
So
it's true. It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. But if I was Tolan, I would put
Tolan-
us in a maybe pile.
Tolan also does realize we will get the job done. It may take a while, but we will get it done.
Especially when the contract's been given to someone else.
We will take it from that person.
I think this one is more of a. There's not that many groups that would take this job,
Mm. Are you
or maybe
saying
Tolan
that
feels
we're...
guilty for something. I don't know.
That's doubtful. Tolan. Only think he feels
Tolan doesn't have a
bad for
conscience.
his, not having a hole in his gut for talking to us. So,
He's too
Tolan
sober to have a
replaced his heart with
conscience.
antacid tabs.
yeah.
Heart full of antacids.
Okay, so yeah, can Sparky look up this John Tilford individual? See how long ago he died, any surviving family, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's
Okay.
John Tilton. That's Tilton.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing like Google search type stuff, right?
Essentially, yeah, just seeing if anything on the main internet would show up. Nothing deep
Yeah.
web because I learned my lesson. I didn't. I didn't.
Yeah, you can do probably education for this or tech engineering, whichever's higher.
We'll go tech engineering. It's one higher. Whoop.
Since you're not hacking anything, education would suffice. If it was
32.
32. Yeah, you're able to find some public source stuff. Like AP articles on John Tilton. Eulogy, brief background on his not particularly glamorous career. If you had to sum up John Tilton's life in a color, it would be the beigest beige. Taupe, even.
Eggshell white.
May
Yeah.
I also roll?
Of
look
course,
him
yeah.
up? You said education?
Yeah, education or tech engineering, either one.
Oh,
You also find out. Okay, so you'll also find out some of this information, but with the 32, you also find out that he was married, though there is some mix-up with the will, so it's uncertain who that security box is supposed to go to.
Thank you!
And so that is why it's not been claimed, and why the late widow, or the widow of the late Mr. Tilton hasn't claimed it. So there's just some dispute whether it's supposed to go to her, or to John's son, or to an ex-wife. Thanks for that gifted sub to Econorlax, Village System. And then Econorlax, if you'd like, you can do 2d6 to the cast, to me, or split it up, or you can give advantage to a player. Currently, Captain has 1 advantage, the cast has 6d6 and 0 crits, and I have 3d6 and 2 crits, which I keep forgetting are there.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage to Seattle. All right.
Yeah, that's a good idea. One never knows when one needs a bomb made.
That's true.
Okay,
Bomb
so
should go with proper boom. Yep.
So the will is hinky, is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of other information, like achievements at the company that he worked for, education, things like that, all of which are not obviously useful, but they're there. You feel free to ask questions about that stuff if you want that information.
Is this bank just one arm of the whole Philcor, or is like Philcor primarily a banking institution?
No. Philcor is a like a hedge fund type company,
Okay.
investment stuff, and the bank's not affiliated with Philcor.
Oh, it was just like owned by. Okay.
Yeah, the box is just owned by the late CFO.
Oh, it's just the box. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Who owns the bank, I guess, then is my next question.
A person who has a name, and it's a good name that I don't know.
Is that Welsh? Is that whole run-on
It must
sentence?
be.
Yeah, it's a very rough translation. You're supposed to say all of that as like one syllable.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
Cool.
But yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Generic fancy bank name with generic snooty sounding,
Oh, yeah. I know that bank. Generique. Yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
So how long ago did he die?
It's been
1 week since you looked at me.
I was literally about to say 1 week.
So
Because
sorry
of
to
that.
me to steal it.
I thought the same thing too. So okay, great. We're on the
Yeah,
same
I'm glad I
page.
wasn't
Good.
the only one.
I was debating. I was like,
Yes, man. Yeah.
do I say this corny thing? Do I do this, or do I just keep being serious? No, it's been like a month.
Okay.
So it's fairly recent.
So that could mean it's something that someone in the will wants. Right?
And
Like if he's
that's why
only been dead
we're-
a month.
Yoinking it.
Yeah.
Is
Are
this,
there any images of his widow?
Yeah. Stereotypical, taupe flavored, trophy wife type person.
I believe we call this flavor tapioca.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like maybe she was like a model or something at some point. It's definitely had a lot of work done.
What's
Good
her
for her.
name?
Tony!
The wife's name was Tony. All right.
Jot that down.
It's a family name.
It's just Vanessa coming out of nowhere. What's her name? Sorry, I didn't realize we were playing with John Mulaney tonight.
Yep. Sparrow got it. T-O-N-I. It's a family.
Oh,
Perfect.
okay. Nice.
I'm
All right.
committed now. It's a family name.
I mean, it could be short for Antonia.
Mm.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah, first name
the
and
article
last
doesn't
name Tony.
specify.
Nice.
Oh, short for Antoinette. That's kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It's also a name I just. That's one of those names. Just like, ooh, I like that. It's such a good name.
Yeah, Uncle Tommy liked that name too. You know, got Uncle Tommy and then Auntie Tommy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's fine.
So if we think that it's someone that was like married to him or someone close to him, do we want to impersonate them? Do we want to come on their behalf, or do we even want to mention them?
Sorry,
It's
just
like
for clarification, who is here knowing this information?
That's also a question I had.
I assume we're all in the mess hall because that's where we
Okay.
agreed to meet. Depends on who all showed up.
In that case, I think Seth might also offer a suggestion that it might be that somebody who's in the will expects whoever it is to fail, and so is trying to frame somebody as like, oh, you couldn't wait for the results, and so you just tried to steal it and try to get them into trouble.
What a dick move.
How does that stop us from stealing it though? Does that do anything to us?
No.
Oh, okay. This music is really good thinking music.
Because I mean, if this is a full-blown like Swiss bank type situation where it's like hella locked down, we can't just like stroll in and blow some shit up.
No.
Holds up his hand.
What's up,
Seattle.
Seattle?
He carefully signs, "What if I made a bomb?"
I love the
Seattle,
idea of
no.
you carefully citing that. Like, what if
Hear me out.
I made a bomb?
Daisy's just face palming and signing no over and over again.
Sparky's doing the like.
Captain just starts signing no, just
Repeatedly.
Yep. No.
We shouldn't lead with the bomb, but if it goes anything like our last heist, Captain, you remember the bomb actually came in really handy. Well, I mean, it wasn't a bomb; it was like plastic explosives. But
Sparky, this is an extremely locked down bank. This isn't somebody's home museum. There are
Seattle
accounts here
adds
that
to
are
it. It's like,
thousands of
that's why I
years old.
was suggesting a bomb instead of plastic explosives.
We're not using a bomb.
we should probably get like a layout of this place before we plan anything, because we would need to know where we're going to get the box even.
Can Annie use her tablet to see if there's any records of which lawyer drew up the will?
You absolutely can. Also, just because I have to say this, I already know that you're not going to take this option, but the option is always there to turn down this job and try for a different one that's easier.
No.
Okay.
You kidding me? Come on.
No, it's a heist.
I feel like
I'm
my
going to blow up a
contractual
bank.
obligation is done there.
One way or the other, I'm going to blow up a bank.
You fulfilled
Let's
your.
hope
You know
it's
this
not
is
this
a bad
bank.
idea.
For legal reasons, I have to remind you this is a bad idea. But yeah, Annie can absolutely try to determine that information. Are you trying to look through more obscure public records, or are you just trying to like hack in and immediately access the information?
Can I do one first, and if that doesn't work, try the other?
Absolutely. The main difference is going to be time. So digging through records is going to take a while. Although I suppose you could write a program to try and search for you. To
Like a
help speed
spider?
things up. Yeah.
Let's try it. Let's give it a try. If it doesn't work, I can always try something else.
All right. That's going to be tech engineering. And
Are you serious? I rolled a 2. It's still a 26, but still.
what trainings do you have again?
Information broker, and I have my holo card.
Information broker would apply here.
Okay, so instead of a 26, it's a 36.
Okay, that's a lot better. Yeah, this is for someone of your caliber relatively easy to do. So you're able to make that program and just basically have that start running. And sometime later it will just give you that information. Let's say 1d4 hours. I will
Sorry,
roll.
Alex, you were gonna say something?
I was just gonna say your face when that got said. Just like
Well, going from a 26 to a 36, I'm like, fuck, I don't even have 10 points total.
it's like you suddenly forgot that we're badasses.
Maybe all of you are. I've got skills in violin and culinary.
And no one can play Vivaldi like you, okay?
We've been enjoying your culinary experiences.
I'm really glad that you said it that way, because I thought you were going to say culinary, and I was like, I don't know if I think I might be out for the night, guys.
I'm done. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I missed that.
I know. I heard it just as you were saying. I was like, okay. It's the coming in bit, not the other one.
It takes an hour, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it usually takes.
Jay, drink some water.
Nope. I feel like I got fucking heat stroke. Jesus. Oh my god. I'm like the 5-year-old at a party and they're sitting at the adults table trying to be cool. So...
Oh god. Yeah, the lawyer is Charles Johnson. No, not Darwin.
Wilhelm.
I don't know. Charles Johnson the fourth.
Esquire.
Esquire, yeah.
And I assume that Annie would be able to figure out, likewise, what sort of firm he's from, where he is.
Yeah, from the firm of Johnson and Johnson, not to be confused with Johnson and Johnson, the other company.
Johnson and
Are
Johnson,
they still
the other
around?
company.
Oh god, are they still around?
They're one of
Probably
the
not.
biggest pharmaceutical companies.
True.
True. Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say
no.
no, and that's how this lawyer's firm was able to get that name.
And they
Because
snagged the name.
the trademark
Because
has
they know
expired.
the
fonts and
law.
everything.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'd have to add them to the list pretty high up if that was the case.
All right. So now that Annie kind of knows where they are, can she see if there is any sort of digital copy of the will?
Yeah, there is. You're able to get your hands on that. And I think with Annie's expertise, you can probably immediately see why there's an issue. There was like an update to the will that the update file was corrupted. And so they're having a difficult time telling which part was supposed to be the more recent part. So they've basically got like a digital forensics team working on it.
Can I do it faster?
You can certainly try. Would you like help?
I don't do.
Come on, Daisy. We're uncorrupting a file.
All
Can
right.
I offer help too?
Yeah.
Seattle's actually got really decent tech rolls if you want the extra.
For our own team.
Is it just tech engineering?
Yeah, that's what this is gonna be.
Oh, Daisy and I are out here for blood.
Android is glitching. Ignore her.
Oh.
Okay.
I think we should actually sell it this way and literally make ourselves the new team for this lawyer. That might work.
Would you
Um,
add any of my extra stuff to that as well? Like maybe
Holy
the hollow
shit,
card.
Alex.
For fuck's sake. Forget everything I rolled.
Seattle may have busted this thing the fuck open.
Sorry, what were you saying, Vanessa?
Oh, I was just asking, would I like add my hollow card to that as well, since it's a program?
No.
No. Okay.
It's a different type of programming. Like I'm not using Daisy's hacking. I'm doing information technology.
Okay. Sounds good.
Which puts her at a 44 plus 8, so that's 52. And then Seattle coming in with the 56.
I don't think I need to use that advantage at all right now.
Nope. That's actually the number you needed to hit. Because that's an extraordinarily difficult number. It's 55.
Why don't we just
Yeah.
hire ourselves out for that?
I mean, you could.
I think we can make ourselves some more money.
Yeah. So I think Annie and Daisy are. You've got it like 90% figured out. And it's just like this one little piece that's bugging you, and then I feel like Seattle just walks by, takes one look at it, and goes, "Oh, you got to flip these two things around." And it's just
You
this
gotta
moment
reverse
of-
the polarities.
Yeah, you just no, just see you move this thing here, and then you flip those, and then that fixes
Oh my
it.
God.
And then
It's like the genius walking into the math lab and being like, "Oh no, hang on, that's what you needed," and then just walks out
yeah,
like part of the mechanical engineers.
exactly. And everybody's looking at the thing like, "Oh, what garbage did they write up?" Holy shit, they fixed it.
I could so see Annie and Daisy being like, yeah, sure, Seattle. That'll work. And then, like, 10 minutes later being like, wait, how the fuck did that work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seattle, get back here.
And Daisy just looking at Annie being like, there's going to be no living with him after this. But yeah, you fix it. It was supposed to be updated to go to the sun, not to not the widow or the ex-wife.
Or the moon. I am so sorry.
Or the moon. No.
Oh, that's so
Thought about leaving it
Philippines.
to the moon, but the moon's haunted, so they said no.
That's Mars. Mars is haunted. The moon has wizards on it.
Oh my god. Anyways, yeah, you fix it.
I still can't believe we're responsible for Mars being haunted.
Yep. What would you like to do with this information, Annie?
So when I say let's fix it, I assume that like we fixed a copy that we have, right? Like it's not, they can't see that it's fixed, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
You
I
have
was
your
gonna
own
say-
copy and the solution where you've shown your work so they can see that yes, this is actually
Okay.
what it's
Because I was
supposed to
gonna
be.
say if anybody else could see it, then break it again.
We were on the coffee break when that happened.
I mean, that being said, you absolutely could try to hack in and break it differently.
Oh God.
That would be a whole other role.
mhm.
Just
Uh,
how much of a mess can we make?
Just trying to do some mental gymnastics to see what my best offer would be. So what Annie now has is a copy of the original document with the update. She's got the name of the lawyer and the firm. And I would assume that an official document would have any sort of seals, signatures, things like that as well attached to it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say that obviously the wife, having been a model, there are pictures of her around, like people would know her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So then that wouldn't work. We couldn't disguise as her, because people would know.
Yeah.
I
Except
suppose
mourning veils are a thing.
that is also true. Lisa, the veils are a thing. We could also technically forge the documents to include an entirely new person and
That's very true.
forge the appropriate identification for that fourth party. And
Seattle's
has forged
getting a
documents
big
before.
grin on his face. It's like, oh, like a soap opera.
Sure.
Fuck's sake.
What is a soap opera?
Oh no.
Aren't those things they used to broadcast? Like,
Seattle
we were kids?
nods and signs. It's like they were drama-based video entertainment.
Do they involve cleanliness?
Annie just snorts.
Sparky's clearly
Seattle's
trying
not
to hide
sure
their
how to
laughter.
answer that. Seattle's like legit not sure how to answer that.
What was the question again?
Are they about cleanliness?
They're called soap operas. If they're dramatic-based entertainment, what do they have to do with soap?
It's just
Uh,
really
so
thematic
It refers
bathing.
to standing on a soapbox.
Nope. According to the old Google,
Ooh.
they were originally sponsored in the US by soap manufacturers.
Yeah, they played at the times of soap commercials, so people
That
started
is-
calling them soap
Huh.
operas.
Amazing.
That's
Yeah,
They're not even operas.
they have the same dramaticism as an opera, though.
I
Like
mean,
if
I
you've ever
guess,
watched an
yeah.
opera,
I guess
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true.
operas are over the top.
Yeah.
like Carmen has like 1,000 different endings because nobody can agree
Okay.
on how it's supposed to
Oh, I
end.
guess that's true.
The
Yeah.
Magic Flute and the Queen of the Night.
I don't know if that's safe for Twitch.
Really?
I'm making a euphemistic joke. Don't worry about it.
So Raven, can I
Sorry.
go
Oh
ahead
my
and change
God.
I
that?
can't mention
Oh my
Carmen.
God.
No.
Wait, what was that?
Can I go ahead and it doesn't have to be now, but later on. I would like to make an attempt to forge a similar looking document with the signatures of both the lawyer as well as the deceased, and all like the symbols and stuff, the logo of the place, but for a fourth person.
Sure. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and roll. You can ask for help if you would like,
Who's the person you're signing it for?
and you can add the hollow card as well.
I didn't have anybody specific in mind, just like a fourth person that we could make ID for.
Oh, you're just like fully making a new.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Really one who wants Seth to be the person we make.
It's not a terrible idea because his
That's
face is kind of unknown.
Actually,
Sorry,
kind
Raven,
of a
you
really
said
good idea.
is it tech engineering
Yeah, you're essentially
with the hollow
hacking.
card?
Yeah.
Okay, 29. Let's see.
Did you want any assistance with that, or is Annie doing this on her own?
Yeah, I mean,
If
sure.
she's working on her own, Seattle's so gonna stop by at some point with like food and drink.
Nat one. Cool.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah.
Okay, I have a 43. I have a 43 to help.
It's still
No.
a nat 1 though.
It's still a nat one.
Is he gonna be
Also,
like the
I'm just
hilarious ones I've always
being very
dreamed of?
clear before you do anything. That wasn't to do it in their system. That was her trying to forge a document on her own.
Okay.
Yeah, just wanted to make that distinction. She's not
Can I
doing
give-
it in their system.
Perhaps you believe it's perfect.
I have a question. Can I give Vanessa my advantage?
No.
Yep.
But I do need an education roll from Annie.
Mhm. I kind of hope this fails.
Do I finally get the forged IDs of my dreams that are terrible? Where Seattle is like
Like you got them out of a roadside vendor.
an LDS missionary, and then like
Oh, God.
one character is literally just a picture of an animal,
Yeah.
and then like Captain is a lumberjack.
Oh my god. So Vanessa, yeah, you make this this forged document, and you're not sure if you did everything right, so you decide to read over it again, and you're like, I probably could have done a little better, but this seems, this seems okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be fine.
Everything's somebody. Run it past somebody. Run it past somebody. Run it past somebody.
Well, obviously,
would we
she's not
know?
just gonna send it in.
How would we know? We're not forgers.
You could have
We're,
Liam look at it.
barely career criminals.
Would you like to have Liam look at it?
Sure.
Okay. Let me roll something for him. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, Liam looks at that and goes, what is this?
She just says, like, I'm trying to work on a document, like, to forge essentially a fourth person.
It's like, okay, yeah, no. This is terrible. And he gives you some pointers on like what's wrong with it, and you can try again if you'd like.
It's like turning your assignment into the teacher and they just hand it back to you. They don't even, they're just like, no.
Try again.
Jeez.
There you go. It's flawless.
Sweet.
Well, 59, nearly flawless.
Yeah, she feels much better. I suppose she'll give it to Liam to look at again.
Yeah, Liam takes a look and is like, oh yeah, much better. No, this is perfect. Like, you'd have to be like a law professor, going over this with a fine-tooth comb to find something off about it. Like, even then, you probably wouldn't.
All right. Yeah, she would present that to the group as an option if they wanted to do it that way.
Okay.
Seattle likes this idea.
I think Sparky's in for it as well. Yeah.
Captain's down.
Seattle's only question is, who are we sending in?
Sparky's gonna put their finger on their nose, like. I think they've got pictures of me.
And Seattle's like, I'm not his type. Puts finger on nose.
Daisy and Liam are standing next to Seth, and they both just take a couple steps back.
As Seattle looks towards Seth. Oh, are you volunteering? He signs.
Seth, who's like only been half listening, looks next to him like, wait, what?
This poor fucking kid.
Realizing that that Daisy and Liam are no longer right next to him, he's like, wait, what? What's happening? What?
Seth, how sad can you look? Can you look sad for me?
And he closes his eyes and looks down, and then looks back up, and he looks like somebody just kicked his puppy into traffic, and he had to watch it die.
Seattle flashes 2 thumbs up and is like, yeah, perfect.
Get that man an Oscar.
He's like, yeah, that's one of the things we had to learn how to do, because, you know, people don't like to pay attention to sad people. Makes them uncomfortable.
So I have a proposition. It's going to take some work, but I'm sure we could figure it out. So clearly Seth has volunteered his time. Let's go with that for now. So what
Seth
if
has been
we...
voluntold.
Yes. Right. So here we have this child, clearly the illegitimate child of the deceased. What if we were to try and hack into? Now I know we said we were against stealing money straight out of a bank. But
Sparky's looking around like, what? Wait. When
Seattle
did we decide that?
Like, Seattle, like, when did we say that?
And he's just like, I'm making the assumption that we're above stealing straight out of a bank here.
No, we're not.
No.
Oh, you guys. Okay. Anyway.
Captain says, yes, we are.
Sparky does that like, mm-hmm. Yeah, we are. And does like a side glance at Seattle like,
If we weren't above stealing straight from a bank, then why wouldn't we have been doing it this whole time?
Well, because we had other things to do, like hit the mafia.
What's going through my head is, you wouldn't rob a bank.
You wouldn't download money from a bank. Oh, it is surprising we haven't come to that conclusion though, to actually rob a bank. Like that's like the first stop on heisting, but instead we stole a flash lamp.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Yep.
Clearly. So what if we were to hack in to this dead guy's bank account and make it look like he's been paying small lump sums to a secondary account? She looks at Seth and she goes, "Hey kid, how old are you again?"
18.
18 years. Boom.
Why?
Now he has an illegitimate child. And if Seth shows up providing evidence that money has been consistently wired out of this account to an account under his fake name, then perhaps that would work.
Should we have someone be his mom? And Sparky looks to Captain like, am I doing this right?
I can stand in as his caretaker.
Just to sell like a little bit more, just so he's not some 18-year-old kid like wandering in.
I mean, yeah, we definitely could do that.
And someone should probably be like a lawyer, right? Or maybe even if we get the real lawyer.
Would we hold this lawyer hostage for that?
I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe we'll just fake a lawyer.
There is another person on the ship. Just throwing
Could the
that out
doctor
there.
be a lawyer?
I mean, you know.
Could they stabilize themselves long enough to be a lawyer?
I really don't want us to go into the bank and shit all over everything. I'm sorry. I don't think that's going to win us any points.
Yeah, for warning, if anyone is going back to watch last season,
There's a
Yeah.
shit episode, a shit-isode, if you will.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
A diversion was required. The doctor
Is that what we're
took-
calling
You
it
know
now?
what? You know what,
Yeah.
Raven? The first thing that comes to mind when someone says diversion is not shit.
Talk to
Four.
Riley.
Just all I can imagine is, hey, why weren't you at work yesterday? Oh, I had a massive diversion like most of the day. I just couldn't.
That's the way to put it.
The doctor downed a whole bunch of laxatives, and yeah,
Caused
it was
a diversion.
effective.
Yeah.
It was effective.
Well, I could be a lawyer. I like, if we make my face up.
Would you be able to maintain your anxiety long enough?
I mean, I did okay when we were robbing the museum, right? And Sparky will look at Annie like.
She's just grinning.
I mean, until Val showed up, and even a little bit after.
Under her breath, Annie just says, "We would have gotten away with 2 if it weren't for you meddling kids."
Yep. Okay. Well, what's the plan?
It's a good fucking question.
Sounds like the plan is to have Seth be the long lost child, Captain be his caretaker, and for Sparky to be the lawyer.
This is my favorite school play.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's like the Crucible all over again.
The bastard, the android, and the lawyer?
Yeah,
I would watch that.
me too, actually.
That's awesome. May as well just title this episode. There we go. Throw the title card.
Yeah.
Except, no, make it British. Make it the bastard, the android, and the solicitor.
It's either a fancy British sitcom or it's
That
a
episode
really
of The
bad joke.
Office.
I was just gonna say, so a lawyer, an android, and a bastard walk into a bank.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And they legitimately steal from the bank perfectly legally with illegitimate means.
Oh, I mean, that's the whole point of the bastard.
Yeah. So, and Sparky's gonna kind of look at everyone assembled like, so what do we do when or if the plan inevitably goes like south?
Daisy's looking over at Seattle, just mouthing like, "Don't you dare say bomb! Don't you say bomb!" like
I will, of course,
mouthing
be armed.
and discreetly signing at Seattle, "Do not say bomb."
I mean, I would be too, but if this place is like really high security, I don't know. Who do we lose? Do we lose Alex? Yeah, I think we just lost Alex.
Oh no.
Yeah, Seattle already went off to make the bomb.
Yep. It's okay, ethics.
Captain's just gonna say, honestly, the security of a bank is not my biggest concern. I can handle that.
Sparky's gonna give you this look, and they're just gonna kind of like under their breath, like elevator doors. Okay, so if that's problem solved on that end, how do we get this thing out if things go wrong? Like if things go right, we just take it and leave. But do we just try and go the same way if things are going horribly?
We can try to look up the blueprints of this bank. I doubt they are readily available to the public, but perhaps Annie can get them for us.
Raven, is this a planet side bank or is this like a orbital bank?
It's on a moon, so essentially planet. It's just a very, very small planet.
I think Sparky would, and if Vanessa, if you have anything, like jump in.
Excuse me.
I think Sparky would look at if there's like a flat pack manufacturer for orbital and moon structures, like kind of like IKEA almost, but for structures, and see if there's something like that. If there's like a package for banks.
Yeah, there is, but not for banks of this caliber. They're custom.
It's like
built.
custom made. Okay.
Your run-of-the-mill banks, though, definitely would have that. So
Okay.
useful
Well,
information
I mean,
for the future.
Yeah, good to know.
possibly.
Yeah, Sparky, you'll look at Annie. Like, do you think you could? I mean, I can help, but do you think you could look those up?
Yeah, I can
'Cause-
give it a try.
Because we know my track record with looking things up.
Yeah, we can give it a try.
Gonna be tech engineering.
Can Sparky help on this?
Absolutely.
All right.
If I roll that one on this, I'm going to bed. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. That's not bad.
We got a 43 and
27.
Sparky's got enough going on there to help, so we can bump that up to it's like a 46. What DC is that? Oh yeah. Yeah, you're able to find the blueprints. They're not like super duper detailed, so like you don't know where every camera and sensor and whatnot is necessarily.
But we have like floor plan.
But yeah, you've got the floor plan. Probably like manufacturer or model numbers for like the doors and the safe and things like that, or the locks. So it's a lot of information.
I just realized out of something. What if it's biometrically sealed? Like, what if they need someone, or like someone that has his scan to open the box?
Well, if we have documentation that says it's supposed to go to a different party, then they wouldn't expect that party to have.
Yeah, I mean, it's just worth thinking about, just in case we get all the way down there and then they ask for like a fingerprint or a tongue swab or some stupid thing.
You could roll education to see if you might know
I would love to roll education on that.
what SOP
Could I
is on
also?
that. Yeah, absolutely.
40.
And I also.
Sure.
It just struck me out of the blue, like, oh god, no, what if?
Roll 20 hates me.
31.
31, okay. So yeah, you and Sparky both know that standard procedure for situations like this is to have the person prove their identity, and then someone at the bank will open it for you.
Okay. It pays to be paranoid sometimes.
Yeah, so whoever owns it never actually opens it themselves.
Okay. So, okay. So that should be fine. Do we have an ID for him? And for us, actually, they might check ours.
You would have to make one.
What would we have to roll to make one?
It's all going to be tech engineering pretty much for the most part, because you are trying to forge things in a system. Unless you just want like a physical card, then you could do blend in as a way of just like printing a convincing copy.
Right.
But if you want it to be in a system, it'd be tech engineering.
Can I use any of my profession tools?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The holo card would work.
Do you want Seattle helping out with any of this?
Oh, you're back, Alex. Holy crap.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah,
even
I
see you pop in.
popped in. I was just trying to wait for an opening.
40.
40. Yeah, I might want some help.
Yeah.
Did you do the tech engineering type?
Yes.
I'll try to help.
That's not terrible.
Yeah,
Did-
helps a little. With the 45 also helps a good bit. So
should
collectively
Sparky
you're
also
up
add in?
48.
Because I do have decent tech engineering.
Let's make this a group project.
Hey,
All right.
do we have any d6 left?
We do, yeah,
Yes,
but hang
you
on.
have 6
Let me
D6.
see what I got.
So you're up to a, was it a 48?
Yeah, 48, and then plus Daisy and mine.
52, 55. Yeah, collectively you figure it out and just barely are able to get in and get this information into the bank's system to recognize it.
This is like the most we've all worked together in forever.
Okay, so
Yeah.
for clarification, what are we putting into the bank?
Fake IDs, I think.
Yeah. The registering Seth, Captain, and Sparky with their fake IDs in the bank's internal system.
Just as like patrons of the bank.
Yeah, with whatever name you want to put on it.
Okay.
What is
Enough
Seth
that
going
like
to be
when we go in.
named?
Oh yeah, what are our code names?
You can choose anything that you'd like.
Katrina.
Okay.
Sparky like sits up a little straighter and kind of puts on a bit more of a professional air. And I'll be Leslie Lansdowne, Esquire.
All right. I think Seth chooses James Tilton is what he goes with. And kind of looks at Sparky and Captain's like, you know, the whole point of this is to not stand out, right?
Would an illegitimate child necessarily take the last name though? Like, would that be too conspicuous for this? Yeah.
Yeah, typically it would be.
Because he would probably, I mean, in this situation, if his father were sending hush money, would he not be more inclined to take
Okay,
his
that's fair.
mother's last name?
That's fair. Sure. Then we'll go with James.
Gotta make you work a little bit, Raven.
All I can think is Adventure Time.
Abernathy.
James Baxter. Abernathy's good. I like that.
James Mason. Well, we'll go with that.
Sweet.
And once kind of he's got that sorted, Sparky will look at Seth like, you haven't been on a heist with us, have you? It's all about looking nice.
Seth just looks at you like deadpan and is like, the flesh lamp heist was there the whole time.
Not my fault you didn't want to look, amazing.
I was in a really fancy 3-piece suit. I
Mhm.
literally looked like professional bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled you out of danger.
Yeah, and you looked like a stiff out of the crowd, Seth.
He just pinches the bridge of his nose like, oh my god.
the two opposing schools of stealth.
Yep.
One is a peacock, the other is a brown duck.
One blend in, the other
Blend in.
start stealth and then forget about it. Start stealthy and then blow a hole in the wall. Yeah.
It's technically stealthy. See? Yeah, Sparrow knows what's up.
But yeah, Seth is just like, oh my god, I can't believe you don't remember I literally
I honestly totally
I literally
forgot.
saved your life.
I legitimately forgot he was in it.
I know. Yeah. So Seth just keeps looking kind of, incredulous at Sparky, but it's like, all right, what's
Seattle
the-
kind of looks at Seth thoughtfully and is like, you don't want to dress up too fancy, maybe a bit humble.
You are mourning after all.
Right, so black.
Not just black, layers of different blacks. Preferably with a sweater that is well worn and looks comfortable more than practical.
And Seth just, without thinking, goes, so dress like Daisy. And then
Seattle
shortly after...
gives a thumbs up.
Shortly after, there is...
looks to Daisy and is like, Daisy, maybe you can loan him some of your clothes.
Before that, like immediately after it's out of Seth's mouth, so like Daisy, there is a loud sound of a fist on fleshy arm flesh. Daisy just wails on his arm. Seth just goes, ow!
Seth, do you have any allergies?
Yeah, allergic to crap, what's in Tylenol? Whatever, the stuff that's in
Acetaminophen?
Yeah. And then Daisy also shoots a death glare at Seattle for agreeing with Seth.
Perhaps we could minorly expose you to some to give you the puffy appearance of crying. Or somebody could punch you. I could not. I would shatter your orbital.
I could just cut an onion and keep it in my pocket.
Do you have that gene?
He just kind of blinks and then goes over to the fridge and grabs an onion. He's like, it just cuts it in half and like holds up to his face, and then he starts crying. He's like, see, it'll work.
I am sorry you are so sliced up about this.
And
Seattle looks pleased as fuck.
Seth
Sparky
and Daisy
looks
both,
like you just shot a man. Like,
yeah. Seth and Daisy both just like jaw drops, looks over to the captain's like, did you just make a joke?
I have made several jokes.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
I love the idea of Captain holding them out like they're Monopoly properties. Like, I have made several jokes.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Several.
Oh my god.
I had this one at this date and this time. This one was yesterday.
They are time-stamped.
Just prints them out of her shirt.
These are all things I thought were jokes.
She's saving them for the day that somebody says she doesn't have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
So she could just like list them out.
He's like, I have receipts.
Captain keeps receipts. Captain knows what's up.
Oh
Oh my god. Anyways, Seth pulls out like a handkerchief or something like that and puts a quarter of an onion in there, and it's like, see, I can pretend to wipe my eyes, and oh god, the eye, ow. It just kind of does that. He's like,
You are
it'll
not
work.
supposed to place the oils in your eyes.
I know, it was an accident. So yeah, he's like, this is good to decide. Let's not put me into anaphylactic shock or punch me in the face, please.
Out of character, but quitter.
Seattle pauses and is like, "You've told the doctor about your allergy, right?"
Oh right, that's the thing I should probably do, huh?
Go do that right now.
Make sure they actually write it down. Don't just go with a verbal response.
Right,
The doctor's verbal response means nothing.
right. Okay, I'll go do that. Seth walks out of the room. And Daisy's just like not loaning him any of my clothes.
Do you have onions?
Seattle's like, "What about the older ones that you don't wear anymore?"
That's not the point, Dad. She's signing rapidly.
It's like, I can't lend him my clothes, they're too big for him.
Mine are quite too small, and I imagine a bit effeminate for him.
This is like the weirdest, like the Three Bears problem, because it's like some are too big, some are too small, and some are just too flashy.
It's like, and Seattle's like, and I don't particularly want to see him try to pull on Annie's pants.
Oh my god. When Captain says my clothes are much too probably too much too effeminate for him, Daisy shoots Captain a glance too. Is like, and mine aren't.
I wear petticoats.
Daisy just shakes her head. She's like,
Sparky does a helpless like.
Seattle gestures to the captain like, "See, she got a point. Petticoats."
Daisy just marches over to the vent, slides open the cover, crawls in, and just like, go into my room.
Instead of stomping down the hall, she just tromps down the vents.
Yep. There's very like purposeful thump 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 noises. She is crawl marching through the vent.
Ow. My knees don't like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Captain just says quietly to herself, "Does she want to wear my petticoats?"
Seattle's
That's
just like,
horrible.
shrugs. You'd have to ask her.
Okay. So, I presume you're gonna want to go shopping for outfits for the heist. You've got the document done and forged perfectly. You've got the information put into the bank system for the IDs. The only thing that you don't have done yet is getting that document into the lawyer's office system.
Annie also, I don't know if you guys want to do this, but Annie also suggested forging like a history. So payments to quote unquote James Mason, as
right,
well
yeah.
as past history for James with the bank. We don't want it to look like a new account.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you an option here. All of that's going to be a high DC no matter what, because that's a lot of integral stuff at a very high security bank.
Well, he doesn't need to have an account at the bank. Right? Like, this is his father's stuff at the bank. We don't need to worry about the kid at the bank.
Yeah.
If I'm understanding it correctly.
True, but it's going to be the same difficulty either way. So what we can do, you can try for one roll with a higher DC, or you can do 3 rolls at a slightly lower DC. The 3 rolls, you have more opportunities to roll a 1. So that's sort of the trade-off.
Are we all allowed to roll in to help somebody?
Yes, but if anybody rolls a nat 1, it's bad.
It'd be bad either way. It just means a 1 roll or 3 rolls.
What are we
Yeah.
rolling?
Tech engineering, you're hacking.
Nothing
What-
yet.
what
Let's
specifically
take
are
a
we-
second.
Yeah, what specifically are we trying to do with it? Is what I'm curious about.
Trying to hack into well, one, we need to hack into the law, so it's going to be more than one roll either
Mhm.
way. You got to get the document into the lawyer's office. That's going to be the easier one. And then you're trying to hack into the bank, create a new account either under James's name or John's name. Doesn't really matter. And set up a history of deposits.
Oh, right. That's sorry. I was trying to figure out why we needed that. But why would we need deposits at that?
No, we don't need the deposits at that bank. We need to show them having come from that bank at least.
Do we know that he
Yeah.
actually banked here, or does he just store something here?
Yeah, you would have found that out. Yeah, he does bank here as well.
Okay.
Or did.
Just wanted to make sure
Um,
that was, yeah.
So making sure I'm on the right page. So I thought the idea was to have an account with a history of deposits into it, so that you could just withdraw that money while you're there.
Oh, no, this
No,
is to
so-
legitimize the fake kid. I think.
Yes. So the
Okay.
idea was like if we can plant a history of him having deposited lump sums every so often into another account, then it would allow Seth to say, this is the money that I received as an illegitimate child, as I guess like hush money to keep him from coming out to people like, hey, guess what? Surprise, I exist. So yeah, it would be to legitimize the story.
Okay, so you're not actually trying to move money around.
I mean, we could, but no. The for all intents and
That's
purposes,
for
it
later.
should be. Yeah, it should look like it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So not
that
necessarily
makes it
doing
significantly
it.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
we just
changing
want the
records.
paper trail basically,
Right.
to
Okay.
say, hey, this was a thing that did happen, so that we're not just walking in and going, oh, I'm the son of a guy. Sure, kid.
I just love the idea of someone brazenly coming in like, I'm the son of a guy.
Just Bohemian Rhapsody
A
starts
guy,
playing
in
in the
fact,
background.
that banks here.
I'm son of this
Um,
guy. And it's Seattle.
So if you succeed in that, if you're not actually moving money around, it'll be easier, but it will not stand up to prolonged scrutiny.
That's fine. We just need
It's
to
not
make it
gonna,
look good while
like,
we're there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not gonna blow your cover while you're there, but like after you leave, eventually somebody's gonna go, "Hey, wait a minute, money didn't actually move. What's going on here?"
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just worried about while we're there. Like if somebody were to
Okay.
look at the records while we're there, it should show that yes, the story does match up with what we have on record. So the money doesn't have to actually move. It's just that it should look like it did at one point.
Gotcha. All right, so you're gonna need. Okay, so you'll need a 45 to do that.
Sure will. Tech engineering?
Yes. Would you like assistance?
Yes, please. Information broker or holocard or both?
Hollow card.
Holocard. All right, so that will be
Daisy got a 50, so
29. Okay. Come on, you son of a bitch. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want our help?
Perfect.
No, I think I got it.
Daisy
We got
helped.
it.
yeah, Annie and Daisy are able to take care of it. All right, cool. So Yeah, you hack in there and you get that paper trail put in place. And you haven't rolled yet for the lawyer's office, right?
Nope.
Okay, we've done a ton of rolls. I'm just gonna give that one to you.
Thank you.
So yeah, so you've got everything in place, and yeah, you're able to get all that taken care of. The IDs are in the bank system. The paper trail's there to help legitimize the claim. You've got a really, really good forged will, and you've replaced the will at the lawyer's office with that one. Yeah, that was everything you wanted to do, right? Aside from shopping for outfits.
I feel like there was something that I was going to say and I can't remember what it was. And now I'm panicking.
Well, we're gonna take a break here, so you've got a little bit of time to figure out what it was.
Okay.
So we'll take a 15-minute break, give everybody a chance to grab snacks, drinks, stretch your legs, all that good stuff. And then when we come back, we'll have we'll want to do that meeting with Alistair, and the shopping trip, and then we'll probably get into the heist itself. So very cool stuff. We'll be right back.
wait.
Hold on, we'll be here in just a second. I thought we were ready. We were. Be right there. All right, back for real this time. Sorry about the wait there, everybody. So, shopping trip, meeting with Alice, actual heist. I think those are on the agenda. So, what would you all like to do first? Obviously, the meeting's got to happen before the heist, but I think you got time to shop beforehand if you'd like.
Is there, by chance, a fashion outlet / weapons store nearby?
Anywhere it'd be in Nevada. Like...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right across the street from the shotgun wedding place.
There's a space station outlet mall called Dress to Kill.
Yes.
On the way.
Oh, we're totally taking this place over. Screw the heist. This is our station now.
What?
We're just pirates at this point now.
Yeah, basically. But we're pirates with an anarcho-socialist, bend.
We're brigadiers. Yeah. Get it right.
Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say the type of pirates who were like, screw the Empire. We're gonna do our own thing, and steal from the Empire because screw the Empire.
So we're backwards brigadiers?
Yes.
Dope.
Slightly more historically accurate pirates.
So yeah, Sparky would request that they stop there.
Yeah, cool. You're able to land dock, do whatever. You can do whatever shopping that you would like to do. They have weapons here.
I will make up a list while Vanessa's doing her thing.
Okay. And also, most of the outfits are like spy movie type outfits. Thinks that's historically accurate like an android. Yes. And spaceships. So, Annie.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to do the appointment with Alice now?
Sure.
All right. So it is the appointed time and IP address and whatnot. And you're able to log in. And it's sort of
That's
just like
always a good sign.
Yeah, and it's like it's like an old AOL Instant Messenger type deal, or like what you'd see in the movies when hackers are talking to each other. It's just a text box, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell that one other person is logged in.
Okay. There's nothing from them?
They haven't said anything.
Hello. Start off strong. Hello.
The killer in the horror movie approaches you from behind. No. The reply comes back and just says, "Hey," and some weird phrase that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you. Something about frogs and Robin Hood.
She tentatively sends a frog emoji with a question mark.
How does he respond to this, actually?
Frogs and Robin Hood. We love consistency, don't we?
I think they're probably just says a frog emoji back and says, "Who is this?"
She sends back, "You're the one who sent this information to me to meet you. I'm sure you know who it is."
The response is, "I know who I sent it to." Who I sent it to would have a different response to that statement.
She knows, like, this link came from the person that she was in contact with already, right? I can't remember if it was, yeah. So then she would type back, like, "I already explained the situation to you. I don't remember."
The response back just says, "Check your notes." And quick meta reminder, Annie has a notebook with stuff written down in it.
Yes.
Do you pull that out and check it?
Yes.
As you're looking through, there's a phrase that seems to fit frogs and Robin Hood. It can be whatever you want it to be. But essentially, you get the sense that this is sort of like one of those, the crow calls at midnight and you have to say the appropriate phrase. So what does Annie say back about frogs and Robin Hood?
Bullet words. I don't know.
Oh yes, computer words.
Yes, pretty much. In response to things about frog emojis and Robin Hood, it would probably be a joke about Space Anonymous, to be honest with you.
Okay. So they respond back and it just says, "Hi, Annie. Just making sure this is you, because even if you lost your memories, you would still have your notebook. But somebody pretending to be you would not."
Makes sense, I suppose.
And yeah, at that point, the response has just become much more conversational. So it's just like, what happened? Where have you been? Like, how did you lose your memories? What's going on? That sort of thing.
Her immediate response back is, "Just because you're familiar and confident that I'm me doesn't mean I know you. So how am I supposed to just send you information without confirming?"
The response back is, "Well, I can't exactly say something that only I would know, because you don't know what that would mean."
All she sends back is, "Exactly. Exactly."
I can tell you that Does can't stop the stream mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's what the trash pandas were saying.
Yeah, I sent them.
Well, thanks. They were helpful.
There's a pause. There's like a long pause of username is typing. And then the response is just you're welcome.
Types backspaces.
Yep.
What do you say to someone who doesn't remember you?
Yeah. There's another pause, and then the person on the other end just types back, I know you don't have any reason to believe this, but you and I were kind of close.
She kind of relaxes a little bit on her responses, and she says, if you were a contact that was listed in my belongings, then obviously we would have had some sort of at least understanding. So, yeah. I mean, I suppose I could see that.
Yeah, and he replies back, just says, yeah, we had sort of a, I would steal and give to the poor, steal from the rich and give to the poor. You would steal from the rich and sell to the other rich.
So you were giving away valuable information for free. Got it.
The response back is like, yes, because I'm not capitalist scum.
I feel like they've had this conversation so many times before.
Yeah. And there's like a winky frog emoji at the end of it, so you can tell it's not like a harsh comment, more of a in jest comment.
She kind of smiles a little bit at that, and she types back, hey, listen, a girl's got to make a living somehow.
And the response back is, who says I give everything I steal to the poor?
And she sends back, well, you just said that you gave to the poor, so there was no distinction.
And he responds back, hey, you gotta take care of yourself first before you can take care of other people.
She just sends back, blah, blah, blah.
Well, it's good to know your personality hasn't really changed.
It takes a minute for her to respond. But when she does, all she says is, that's good to know.
There's like another pause. Probably another, so-and-so is typing. Stop. So-and-so is typing. Stop. And then finally the message that comes through is just a, well, you were missed. Glad we're back in contact. Hope you get your memories back, because there's some good ones.
Raven, stop making me simp for my own OC.
What? Me? I would never do that.
I have to go lie down. It's too cute. Stop it. Yeah, it takes her a second to respond to that one as well, because she's like, damn. And then she sends back, not to sound rushed or insensitive, but was there anything in particular that you wanted to talk to me about other than rekindling an old friendship?
Now you're using the air quotes, right? There's a pause, for sure. And the response finally comes through and it's like, just wanted to check up on you. Make sure you're okay. See if you forgot everything or not.
She sends back, I have about 6 months worth of memories.
There's just like an oof response.
She sends back, yeah, tell me about it.
Probably another pause. And then a excuse me, a response that says, well, if you want me to catch you up on the past, you can contact me here, and there's some it's like an email address or something like that. And it's got like a frog emoji that's doing like heart hands.
She jots it down in her notebook.
Okay.
And then after she does so, she sends back, who knows? We might need you in the future. We're off to do another job.
The response back is just like, yep, history repeats itself. Good luck. And they leave the room.
Just before they leave, she just goes, hey, what's that supposed to mean? And she sees that they're gone. She's like, fuck.
There might be like a frog emoji winking, and that would be it before they leave.
Yeah, she closes up her notebook, backs out of whatever they have set up there, and just kind of sits there for a moment like, what the hell? I mean, it's good to have friends that can help you with jobs in the future, even though you don't remember them. So
Yeah, friends.
there you go, everybody. We have a new contact that we can use.
New friend.
Of course.
I'm just gonna grab the OC art that I did, so you can all see this pretty boy.
Mm-hmm.
Who Annie has no idea that he looks like this.
Yeah, literally no idea.
So this is who's on the other end. Pretty great. Okay.
I will
Well,
also put the art that I made there, so you guys can go check out if you like.
heck yeah. So, while that's happening, people are shopping. Is that what's happening?
I think so, yeah. Unless we're all just like hiding outside of Annie's room, like, what did he say now?
Captain's just on the ship. Any clothes she needs, she's already gonna own.
That's
No, that's
efficiency.
fair. That's fair.
Do we still need some for Seth?
I mean,
Well-
Seth's probably there shopping too.
Okay.
I mean, do we really know how Seth dresses in the first place?
Do we really know much about Seth at all?
No.
No. Nope. Wayfairfin. I honestly forget his name sometimes. Wow. Yeah, a little tiny bit. He's just filler. He's like, I don't know, sprinkles on a donut. Just
Nobody ever asks, really.
no, not really.
He's just Seth.
Nobody really asks about Seth.
No.
He's Mothman for all I know. I mean, I'd be down for that. Like, so down.
God damn it, Raven, that's stuck in my head.
My bad.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Yeah, Seth just looks at Sparky. He's like, yeah, I think I can go find my own clothes. And sort of walks off.
Sparky looks very offended. And they're gonna go off and buy their own fucking outfit. With guns and bombs on it.
I'm imagining somebody's shop, like him trying to shop with like David from Schitt's Creek. And him being like, no, I'm good. And Dave just being like, I'm okay.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
that's basically it.
Nice.
Like, well, I didn't realize we were gonna have a disaster before the heist, but here we are. I don't know where that came
goodness.
from. But yeah, I've got an outfit in mind. I was too busy listening to everything with Annie and this individual, this contact, to really think of a list of things to buy guns wise. So I will think on that.
Okay. Whenever Seth does come back, he's got an off-the-rack suit, so it doesn't fit him quite right. With very plain tie and white shirt, button-up shirt, and like the sleeves are a little bit too long on the jacket, and socks that are the wrong color black to match the suit, and the cheapest dress shoes you could find, and
They squeak
What-
when he walks, don't they?
yep. Walks up to Sparky and goes, so what do you notice about this outfit?
I can't
See-
not
Seattle's
notice anything.
grins is like everything but your face.
Exactly. And he walks onto the ship.
I hate it. I hate it. I can't. Captain's gonna have to stand between us.
I will. There's no need for you to stand directly by his side.
And Sparky will disappear into the store. I'm gonna send you a list here, Raven. I thought of some things.
Okay, cool. Does anybody else want to shop on this trip? Is Seattle or Annie, did you want to pick up anything? Even though you're not like going in undercover, is there anything that you want to pick up here?
How long are we at the station?
As long as you need, really.
How many days are we at the station?
I mean, Sparky takes a while to choose outfits, but I don't think you're going to be there for days.
You could make an argument, but you'll owe me.
You better talk to Captain first if
Also
you're gonna
that.
do what I think you're gonna do.
Don't bring people onto the ship. We might have another spy or something.
What the hell's going on?
You really do you not know it's Seattle?
Seattle's
I mean,
horny.
I assume it's some. I assume
Horny
it's a,
police.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm
Yeah.
assuming
It's
it's
like
a bomb.
if they had enough
different
time,
kind of
Seattle
bomb.
was gonna go and find somebody to go and have sex with.
I love how direct you
Gotcha.
are, Alex. It's just poetry.
Seattle
I
can
really
talk to
do.
the captain about that first, and then maybe Captain will accommodate.
No, he doesn't want to have to force Captain to be in that position.
Captain
That's
doesn't
imp-
really
I don't-
care.
That's an
I don't think
imposition, and
Captain's
Seattle's not.
type.
And
Hey, I was thinking the exact same
Seattle
thing,
does not
Raven.
like to be an imposition to Captain.
Hey, I don't know if it's
Besides,
appropriate for us to
this-
talk about what positions that everybody's getting into on this.
Thank you.
No,
Besides-
Captain understands that humans have their mating rituals, and that they.
I'm actually trying not to make this too bad. I'm actually trying to say that Seattle views this heist as more important than him getting laid.
Yeah, that's good.
It's just if he has the opportunity, he will take it.
Yeah.
I mean, if Sparky's gonna take like 18 hours, then go for it. Like, if Seattle's got game, he can go for it.
We aren't necessarily on a huge time limit on this one. Tolan said, right?
Not that he
yeah, there's
dictated.
there's not really a deadline on it.
Yeah.
But the intel on the job says that, you know, like, they'll sort it out eventually. So
Yeah.
like, it's not an infinite time, but
No,
it's not
but
a
it's
rush
yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Like, you could take probably a couple of weeks if you needed to, but probably not a couple of months.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, I hope it doesn't take a couple months. We'll run out of people in the station by that point.
And then we'll end up with another group of mercenaries trying to do our job.
Yeah, that too.
Val will show up.
And
again.
then Sparky will get horny for one of them and screw everything up.
And then one of them will be like, "I'm gonna kill everyone," and I'll be like, "Okay, well, horny time is done. It's time to knife this person."
And then Lagu will show up and be like,
Yeah.
"What?
Why are you here again?
We're
Leave me
everywhere,
alone!"
Lagu."
Stop following me.
A galaxy this size and I keep bumping into you idiots. I would say, yeah, Sparky will, if Sparky is even remotely thinking about Seattle, they will give him a day. Like, they will just kind of take their time, just to accommodate.
Seattle, I need a charm roll.
I have
well,
advantage.
You're really gonna use advantage on this?
Alex.
I encourage
23.
it.
I was literally about to put on my narrator voice and just be like, and Seattle had no game that day.
It happens to the best of us. I mean,
That's
really,
true.
like.
Hey, don't make me add a d6.
Nobody's gonna
Good
make you
God.
do that.
And
Like, at all.
Nobody's making you do anything.
No.
I'm just gonna say a 23. No.
Would you like a wing person?
A 23.
Would you like a
We'll get you
prostitute?
dinner with someone.
Alex, would you like a wing person?
Nah, he's just gonna be actually quite happy to just have like a nice dinner with somebody.
All right, just checking. Just putting that
Alright,
out
cool.
there.
Yeah, they find you charming. They agree to dinner, but not charming enough to say, yeah, let's, one night stand it on the first date.
That's fine. I might be back here again.
They're a very charming weapons dealer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that you specifically made it a weapons dealer.
They sell clothes and guns, and they're not a tailor, so they sell they sell guns.
Still not sure I like that.
Why?
Because Raven, honey, knowing you, like 7 weeks from now, you'll come back and be like, "Do you remember that person that Seattle tried to sleep with? It's them, and they have a curse of they have a thirst for blood, and like."
You didn't
Seattle just
compliment
had
their
a-
shoes. Now they're going to kill you.
Exactly, like.
No, it's actually Rip in disguise. But
God damn it!
Why does Rip want to go on a nice date with Seattle?
To kill you.
Say it's all
Seattle
clever
wants to go on a
ploy.
nice date with Rip. To be fair.
you spend your life studying and wanting to kill somebody for so long, and eventually you just form a connection.
What's that? You dropped
What
your
kind
knife
of-
on the floor of the restaurant? That's fine. I have another knife for you. Ha!
Fan fiction BS is this?
I don't know, and I don't ship it, folks.
I don't
Got the
either.
tags on AO3 for Animus Absentis.
No.
Oh god. Anyways,
We have
Yeah,
we have
you have a
a
nice day.
French-made android. We do not need AO3 fix.
This is one of those things that I actually don't know what you're talking about, and I'm okay with that. Hey, Thornbriar. Anyways, yeah, Seattle, you have a nice date. It's pleasant. It's not like super memorable, but it was a nice night, and maybe you'll call them later. Anybody else want to do anything on the station?
He likes it. He likes to
And
keep
not
in
like
touch
that,
with
Jay.
all his boyfriends.
Okay.
Has a Rolodex.
There's a folder that Daisy doesn't open.
Good.
Probably
Why
more
does
like
she
Daisy
have
doesn't
access
know
to
about.
that? Yeah.
Because let's face it, if you tell Daisy don't open this, she's gonna open it.
Oh
it's-
no!
No,
Seattle
it's-
didn't label it as don't open it. He labeled it as the phone number, the contact information of people I have had sex with, specifically in case Daisy went looking.
I was gonna say it was like an actual Rolodex that somebody young enough wouldn't know how to open and make it move.
Yes.
Is this one of those Pokeballs? How does this work?
You know what? Fuck it. Yes, I had canon that.
Okay.
He found it in his room and was just like, "Oh, this is neat."
All right. Cool. So that happens. Anything else anybody wants to buy or do before you go?
Still writing a list.
Okay.
I'm good to finish it afterwards if you want, when we're on the way. But
Oh, sure. But I guess more specifically, Captain and Annie, is there anything that you want to do on the station?
Captain stayed on the ship.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything Annie needs, she probably already has.
All right. Daisy and Liam probably like walk around the place while people are shopping and like grab food court stuff or something like that just to get off the ship, but that's it. And then you leave. It's gonna take you a couple days to get to your location. Is there any last planning you want to do for this heist before you get to the bank?
so let's go over it one more time, just in case someone has forgotten what we're doing.
Yes.
So we're pretending that Seth is the like illegitimate son of John Tilton.
Yes.
Captain is the caretaker.
Mhm.
Sparky is the lawyer.
Mhm.
We've already done the paperwork to make the fake paper trail for the deposits.
Yep.
We've got the IDs, and we have the forged will. Is that right?
Yes. The forged will is also in the possession of the actual lawyers who are trying to decode the will.
Right.
So it will come back to them that there's proof that is correct alongside the deposits that have supposedly been made periodically.
What's stopping them from looking all that up and going before we get there?
They'd still have to give it to us.
Right, but they don't know that we're them.
They would see the ID in the bank.
No, the lawyers. If the lawyers already have the fixed will, what's stopping them from going out to find the illegitimate son that Seth is that doesn't exist anywhere?
Well, they're still trying to decode it on their end, aren't they?
Well, sorry, I thought you had said that you had given it to them. That's why I was confused.
So okay, my understanding was that when they were able to open it, it would be that. Was that not what we were doing?
Oh, okay. I just assumed that you sent in the version that was fixed.
That's
with,
where I was confused. Yeah.
with Seth. so
Okay,
they would
whatever
go, "Oh,
whatever
okay,
works for you guys. I don't know.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure I knew like what was actually going on.
Well,
I'll
what
just
what
put
do
it
you
this
think
way,
would be better then?
Probably them figuring it out on their own, and then I don't know, having like a registry contact info for Seth, for John, or for James. Sorry.
If they haven't figured out the will yet, then the bank's not going to release the security box.
Also that.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I misunderstood in that case.
That's okay. It's okay. I
So
think
if
we're
you-
all like, there's like one step we were all like, wait, but.
Yeah, that was a lot of stuff.
I still don't remember the question I was going to ask before break anyways.
It's okay. So, yeah, if you send in the corrected one, basically what the lawyer's going to do is try to contact Seth's alias and get in touch with them, which is going to take some time. So if you go in there and say, oh, yep, that's me, then the bank, in theory, should just go, oh, perfect. They got a hold of you right this way.
Right. Yes, we're doing that.
Okay. That's what I figured. Also, that's amazing, Lisa. That outfit.
Thanks.
Okay, cool. All right, so you're able to land in the well, I guess a question, do you take the whole ship or do you take the shuttle down?
Well, wait. Okay, before this, Captain's going to talk to Seth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They need to get their story straight. If Captain's been with this heir apparent, this bastard child, his whole life, they need to have a straight story.
Okay.
But
What's the
Lisa,
story?
none of us are straight.
I mean, yeah, I get. Well, I don't know if any. I mean, is Seth straight?
I think Seth is, yeah.
We know like nothing about him. How could we say?
I know, like, is Seth straight? I don't know. Is he?
I don't know. Nobody ever asks questions about Seth, so you don't know. But I think Seth is actually straight, yeah.
Well, there you go. But no, they need to get their story in line, because they can't be like, oh, so you've been his caretaker how long for? And like one says 16 years, the other says 18. It's like, no, that can't happen.
All right. So Seth looks to Cap and is like, okay, Cap, what's the story?
How old are you?
I'm 18.
I have been your caretaker for 18 years.
Okay.
Your mother could not care for you adequately. I looked
Right.
after your schooling and your
Right, she had-
upbringing in general. Do you have any scars I should know about?
Not really. I
Any
mean, I
childhood
do, but
trauma I should know the explanation to?
oh, so much. We don't have time for that. Scars are not anywhere they're gonna see. Don't ask. Yeah. Being kidnapped when you're a kid and then raised by a criminal organization that doesn't really care about your well-being or mental, emotional health. And then getting kidnapped by this 18 years later ish, and adopted by this family. So like
So you are
There's a
an
lot.
anxious child.
yes.
Was there anything you were praised for? Anything at all?
Well, there was no, that wasn't actually.
I can spin most anything, as people say.
One time I finished an assignment a little bit early, and Rip said, "You finished this early."
Do you recall his tone?
Annoyed.
Did he make you repeat the project?
No.
You were a self-starter. Can you tell I've been a manager before?
Yep. Yep. So that's like, okay. Self-starter, sure.
I simply need to know you as if I have been in your life your entire life. What is your favorite color? Humans like colors.
Yeah, we do. I'm a big fan of purple.
Purple is a good color. What is your favorite animal? Humans like animals.
Yeah, I think ferrets are cool.
Captain does a quick Google search of ferrets and is temporarily like, what? Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Noodle mammals. Okay,
Yeah. So it's just like sort of nodding. It's like, yeah, I like ferrets. I like purple.
Do you have food allergies?
No, just allergic to that medicine I mentioned, which I told the doctor, and the doctor kind of ignored me. So I went on their computer and just put it in my own notes.
Good idea. Acetaminophen.
Yeah, that one.
Do you experience anaphylaxis or simply a rash?
I stopped breathing the first time I took it.
Anaphylaxis. Understood.
And so that's like, yeah, for like the trauma stuff, like, I'm a less paranoid, a little bit younger and slightly less anxious Sparky.
With less sense of style.
I mean, yeah, let's be real. But I would not say you and Sparky are the same, but you are both anxious, yes.
Yeah, oh no, we're very different. I just think we have similar trauma experiences.
Okay. I will appear more robotic when I am with you because I am technically a more advanced android than what would be a companion to you.
That makes sense. Okay.
But now I have these answers. And I can just upload your crew file. Now I know your blood type.
Okay, that's not creepy the way you said that, but that's cool.
Would you like to know everyone else's blood type?
Sure.
Annie is a no negative.
Raven.
Yeah.
What the hell is Sparky's blood type?
Which one? Oh, next.
Sparky is an AB positive.
Right? Well, actually, no. That's this is actually an interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting,
AB
topic.
positive would make sense because universal receiver.
Yeah.
I'm a phlebotomist. Fight me.
Okay.
I'm interested in. Yeah, it was
whichever
like
one's the universal receiver, then yeah,
it would
that
be
would
AB
be
positive. Yeah, because I think I'm universal donor, which is like O negative or O positive.
O negative is universal donor.
Yeah, so
AB
O negative.
positive is universal receiver.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to be something stupid rare like me, it's A negative. I'm useless.
All right.
But I married a man who's A negative, so our kid's A negative.
Oh goodness.
The three of you
Anyways.
can just pass the blood around.
All I could think
Well,
was,
the issue
how's the blood bag doing?
Well, the issue is, so I can't donate because of my cancer.
Right.
He can't donate because he takes Coumadin. And has a blood disorder too. So really the only one who could ever donate is our kid. But that'll be her decision. If she doesn't pick up on any of the crap we passed on, potentially.
Seth takes notes on all of this. And then it says, so the reason Mom couldn't take care of me was how about couldn't handle the rejection of my father and kind of had an emotional breakdown.
She suffered severe PPP, postpartum psychosis.
That makes sense. We'll go with that. That sounds better than what I said.
You've had no contact from her. She does not wish to have contact, and at this point, from all the therapy you have received, you do not feel you need her contact. You have moved on as a person yourself and are starting your own business eventually.
Wow. Fake me got therapy?
Yes, you had the money too.
I could get used to
You're
fake
going
me.
to make bagels.
Bagels.
People like bagels.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Are they? What is a bagel?
It's like a donut, but more versatile. Like you can have sweet or savory bagels. They're kind of superior, actually.
I think we're
donut.
giving Seth too much hope. This poor kid is going to be crushed when he has to come back to this life he's living, and he's not a bagel entrepreneur.
But maybe he'll make us bagels. Maybe this is what he needs.
Okay, but Seth bonding with Seattle over Seattle making cheese and Seth making bagels at the same time, and just
I just really love the idea of Captain being so desperate for Seth to be like a bagel entrepreneur because she can't eat.
And Seth's just being like, a hobby that doesn't involve murdering people.
Yeah.
I am all on board for this.
He's so excited that he got therapy. He's so happy. Bless.
Yep, Seth's just like, okay, yeah, never knew my mom. Okay, this is, yeah, makes sense. I can relate to that. Wait, you got therapy? What's that
When
like?
we're no longer running from the police, can we get Seth a proper therapist?
I know, right?
We'll
Can,
just
like this whole crew get therapy,
I was
please?
just
We'll
gonna
just
say,
in-
like, I think we all kind of need a touch of that.
I was gonna say, you're all getting therapy.
We'll just adopt an onboard therapist. That's all.
Adopt, kidnap,
Yes.
Know, tomato.
Well, and then they
I
can
mean-
self-administer therapy for being kidnapped.
Yeah, there you go.
That's how that works.
Technically, the doctor's trained
Technically.
to be a therapist too.
I don't
But
trust
really,
the doctor to
would you
stand
go
in
to
one
the
spot
doctor-
and wait.
Oh,
Yeah, would
hell
you
no.
go to the doctor and be like, "Hey, I need to unpack some shit with you"?
the
Like, would
doctor's
you
idea
go
of
to them?
therapy with Seattle was confronting Seattle while Seattle was sweaty, shirtless, and holding a magazine in the walls.
Yeah, that was uncomfortable
Yeah,
for
no.
everyone.
Oh.
I mean, bless the doctor. I would not go to them with my issues.
No. I'm just saying, that option's there. Not that anybody's taking it, but it's there. Anyways, yeah, that's like, okay. I think I got the story. Sounds good. I mean, I just really have to stand there and look sad, but it's good to have this
Yes.
information just in case the guy's nosy.
Correct. Human emotions are quite. I just spaced the word. Good God.
Complicated?
Effective. Human emotions are quite effective.
Ah, yes.
I do not have tear ducts.
That makes sense. Seems like
I
you
have
would
no use for them.
like salt water's pretty corrosive, so I think that would be
It is.
yeah.
I suppose it would be. If anything, I would leak coolant. It's pine
That would make-
scented.
Really? Why is it pine scented?
I do not know.
I mean, that's
All
cool.
my coolant is pine scented.
I mean, like neat, cool. Not. I mean, it's literally cool because it's coolant, but.
It's just pine sol.
Why is the pine sol lady in my head now? That's the power of pine sol, baby.
Why is the captain filled with pine sol?
She thought it's just pine scented coolant.
Like that, yeah. That also would be corrosive. After a while, because that's a solvent.
Yeah.
And
So no, it's not pine sol.
So I was just thinking about this, like, or it might be lubricant, because I mean technically tears are human eye lubricant, so that's probably would be the most analogous, maybe.
You leak them for emotions.
Yeah, we do that too, but it's like constantly doing that, like.
You leak constantly?
Kinda, yeah. Like it's like it's kind of like a coolant system. The liquid goes in the eye and then it goes into a duct. It kind of gets recycled. But when we're emotional, too much comes in, and that's when we cry, and that's how it gets all over your face.
Captain takes a very small step backwards.
You want to talk about leaks? Ask the doctor.
Oh God!
Just shits on everything.
Riley, what have you done?
Riley
Provided us with a mind.
Riley took the fucking show, is what she did.
God damn it, Riley.
She provided us with a gold mine, is what she did.
Yep.
And I will never
That was
shut
great.
up.
Oh, God.
Anyways.
Okay,
Cool.
so I feel that Seth and the captain, aka Katrina, aka your father just calls me Katya, are all on the same level.
Well, not anymore, because the dad I never got to see one as a child is dead now.
Don't worry about it, honey.
It's okay. The therapist helped me get past it.
I'm very happy to hear that you are experiencing normalcy in your emotions. Would you
I
like
suppose
some tea?
Yeah, tea sounds
seems-
good.
Do you
I suppose I
prefer-
should actually not be completely over it, because then the onion would be useless, because I should be crying. So.
You are currently feeling a flux of emotions because often humans do not know if they need to feel abandoned or angry or sad at the death of an absent parent.
Oh right, yeah. So I'm past the denial and angry part and just onto the sad.
Are there steps?
There's like 5, I think. I read it in a book once.
Humans are so predictable, they recorded their own steps of grief.
Yeah.
That is remarkable. Most of the time, you are so self-unaware.
Yeah. Like most humans aren't aware that that's what's happening, but like fancy doctors figured it out and wrote it down. And then I had to study it, so I know how to be invisible to people.
Fancy doctors.
You mentioned tea?
What kind of tea would you prefer?
There's different. You have different kinds?
I can provide any kind of tea you would prefer. This is clicking something weird in Captain's memory, by the way.
Ooh, cool. I like that. Let's do a discipline check.
Discipline. 26.
you can remember a snippet of something from Captain's past if you would like, and I will let you decide what that is. But yes, that's like I only ever had black tea. That's really all they had at the camp. I don't know, something like it smells really nice and it's like fruity, I guess, or flowery.
Might I offer you a rooibos?
Sure. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds cool.
It is a red tea.
Didn't know they came in I mean, I heard there's green tea, but there's more colors.
There are. I will fetch you some. They are sweet, but
Does it
not
go with
overly
bagels?
sweet. Possibly. I do not know what bagels taste like.
All right, I'll let you know. I've had bagels. I should probably be thinking about, I can't just serve just bagels, so it should probably be like tea at the store or something.
I will fetch you rooibos. And she just goes off and prepares a good rooibos tea.
All right, cool. So that's just like, this is so neat. And as you run off, what was the name again? Katrina.
Mhm.
As you go to make the tea, Seth just calls out, "Thanks, Katrina."
And she does a small curtsy like she normally would.
Cool. Seth's just getting in character. Did we decide? Are you taking the shuttle down or the ship? Because either can land by this facility.
I think if we're taking the shuttle, we should probably, change the paint on it.
Yeah, it's currently a Momsado
Again.
shuttle.
Seattle doesn't like that. He would like it returned to its former tabernacle.
We should probably not. For now. Yeah.
This shuttle gets so much paint, it's gonna have armor.
God.
Yep.
Hell yeah!
Should be able to peel it back like an archaeologist. Like, yes, we're into the Momsado
That is
era.
actually called a Chrysler gem.
Really?
They actually use them as gemstones now. It's those layers of paint, of Autobot paint. They will actually they will cut it up and polish it like stones, and you can have it for like jewelry and stuff.
Okay, I've got to look
That's
this up
wild.
because that's super cool.
That's really cool.
I think shuttle, because I think bringing the whole ship in is dangerous. Because like if it gets impounded, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, like just bring the shuttle. We're not taking that many people, so
Also that, yeah.
Okay, cool. What
I
would
gotta
you
look
like to
that up
paint?
too.
What would you like to paint the shuttle to look like?
Like simple, but like rich simple, if that makes sense. Like someone who is somewhat well moneyed, but isn't like it's not the top of its game. So like the
Middle
paint
class.
isn't, yeah, kind of, but like upper middle class.
NASA.
Maybe a little less.
Well, if you think no,
Okay.
look at what rich planes look like compared to NASA vehicles.
Okay, that is fair. Yeah, more utilitarian, I guess.
Okay, so like a Land
Yeah.
Rover.
Almost.
Not-
How do you
not-
spell the Chrysler gem, Alex?
Uh,
Because I'm getting this weird
I-
like car.
no, you could also do auto paint stones or
Okay.
auto paint jewels.
Oh,
I
neat.
can't-
Okay, I got it there. Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember the exact name for it.
Fordite.
Fordite. I could.
Yeah,
I
go
Fordite.
figure.
It was like
I
a
hate
famous-
that name, but I'll take it.
Same. Yeah.
It's
It was like,
Chrysler
I
Gem and Fordite, huh? Where's the
I would
gemstone?
make the same. Oh
It's
my
Close to
goodness.
pretty,
gemstone, I
though.
guess.
That's good. They were really pretty. Yeah, just something that looks like kind of like Seth's outfit.
I can relax. I love that. Okay, who's painting? Because we'll need an art roll.
I think Sparky will help. Sparky's slowly training in art.
Captain can help too.
Okay.
So can Seattle.
Whoever would like to to work on it. Go ahead and roll. 23, 20, and 19. Okay. I mean, it looks like you took it to maybe not the best paint shop for this, but good enough.
Seattle's looking at it and is like, after this, can I please paint her back?
Yes, Seattle, you may paint her back to whatever you prefer. This is only temporary.
Thank
Just
you.
know that we might have to repaint it again if we do another job.
As long as she comes back to her true self.
Sure. And Captain Sparky's gonna give a look to Captain like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Why does the shuttle have a gender?
Sparky's just gonna sign to Seattle like, you got this, bud, and they're gonna walk off.
It's just like Seattle's like, because I perceive her as female.
That seems counterintuitive. Don't most people account their gender on what they perceive themselves as?
Seattle pulls out a tablet, looks up French conjugation, and just hands that to Captain and walks away. Everything is gendered.
Daisy might poke her head in and be like, you know, I've been working on that program for the that we've got for the cheese cooler. I could probably do something like that for the shuttle, and then the shuttle could pick its gender.
Captain's going to look at Daisy and simply say, do not.
Okay. She keeps walking. What was that, Alex?
Seattle's looking real thoughtful at that and just be like, talk to you later about it, like, hand down low sort of thing.
Alright.
Captain's gonna scroll through the article like, this doesn't answer anything.
That's really interesting, Econorlax. Polish has feminine for boats, but male for ships. That's interesting. Okay. Anything else that anybody wants to do before you go down to the bank?
I think Sparky would probably just do a last minute run through with Captain and Seth just to make sure that they know their part when they're presenting them, because I think Sparky's purpose is basically just be there as a face and then present paperwork when needed, but they just want to make sure there's anything else they should be doing.
Okay.
What's your name again?
It is Leslie Lansdowne, Esquire.
Leslie Lansdowne, Esquire. Okay, I can definitely not remember that, but I'll try.
Okay, I had to write it down too. As soon as you asked, it was like,
Give me a second.
I think when Seth hears that, by the way, he's just gonna look at Sparky and be like, what are you, a comic hero?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize we were all supposed to look dumpy and dour.
Yeah.
Am I appearing dumpy and dour?
No, just him.
Because I'm a poor...
Seattle looks to Sparky's like, because he's poor and just had their father die.
It's no excuse not to have good clothes for mourning. That's all I'm saying.
Do most humans pick out their clothes for mourning beforehand?
Some people do.
Is that normal?
Seth's just looking at him and shaking his head like...
Seattle's looking to Sparky. He's like, I need to see what your morning outfit is for me. I need to see this.
Okay. Sparky does not have it ready, but you'll get an image of what it is.
Oh my god.
Captain is now very concerned that she needs to have a specific morning outfit for every member of her crew because y'all dumbasses are gonna get yourself killed.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay. You take the shuttle down, get to the bank. Business hours are open. Walk in the door, and as soon as
Rip's
you get
behind the cashier.
you find that Rip's gotten a part-time job here as a teller.
God damn it.
He's in a full tuxedo and everything.
No, he's not even a teller. He's a guy that greets you like at the front of the bank saying, hey, we got free coffee over there and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, he's not
here
even
to open
a
an
fucking
account?
teller. Yeah, like, are you here to open an account? Yeah, no. He's not even a teller.
Oh,
Oh god.
beautiful.
No, it's not Rip. But interestingly enough that you say that, one of the people in that position, they do greet you. And they ask if you would like any refreshments or anything like that. You know, what's the purpose of your visit to this bank, and they're very polite and pleasant.
I think Sparky would step up and just say, "We're here to settle an account."
Settle an account. And the person's like, "Well, you got a grudge against somebody?" And they just sort of like do the finger guns kind of thing. Like, "Oh no, okay, sure. What account? I can get you over to the right person."
We would be dealing with the Tilton estate.
Tilton Estate, and they've got like a tablet, and they're skimming through. I'm like, okay, God forgive me. There's a lot of Tiltons. Did you have a full name or an account number?
Should be under John.
John
Do any of
Tilton.
them have the number?
No.
Captain Mike, because she was like,
well, that's true. We have the
Captain.
deposit box number,
Yeah,
but
that's
I
all,
doubt that's
all.
the same as the account number.
No, but that's all the information you were given.
Yeah.
So the person's looking through. I've got a couple of John Tiltons here. Do you have any other information? An address, perhaps, or
I knew.
a
we
recent
didn't pick it up.
obituary.
huh?
A recent obituary. The person has passed within the month.
Oh, that John Tilton. Yes, we were very
Correct.
sad to hear that. Sure, certainly. Let's see, there's a number of open accounts here for the late Mr. Tilton. What exactly did you want to do? Are you talking like you wanted to settle a checking or savings? Safe deposit?
Regarding his will, there is a particular security deposit box that is to be willed to one James Mason.
Oh, okay. You'll need to speak with one of the managers then. Okay, if you'll just have a seat right here, and they direct you to like this very charming little like cafe nook that's just off the main entrance. And they hand you like a little
Starbucks franchise.
Yeah, they hand you like a little menu where you can order like little pastries or coffee or whatever. And there's like somebody behind a tiny little counter. It's literally like a tiny cafe. And then they go off to go talk to a manager. Now, important question: what equipment do? I mean, Seth's not really brought anything except what James Mason would have. But what did Sparky and Captain bring?
Captain brought herself.
Yeah, Captain is the weapon she brought. Sparky. So the outfit that I have in there, it's tearaway, so it's very compressed underneath. It looks a tad bulky, I suspect. It's a little like it's got padded shoulders on the blazer and everything. Yeah.
Looking at the outfit
So
now.
took me a while to coordinate. It's not my
That's
best.
great.
So the things I mentioned, and I would have done the thing that I had mentioned for Seth, and holdout pistol, knife, and the EMPs, the little EMP bombs, just like in a pocket.
Okay,
So very small things.
gotcha.
It's not
Okay.
like this. It's going to be terrible for us.
Yeah, it might be a little bit.
Yeah.
So especially, I didn't point this out before, but just I'll state this in case that changes your mind about what you bring.
Please.
There's definitely signs outside of the bank, like there is in literally any bank ever, that says no weapons beyond this point.
So take the knife and the holdout pistol out,
Okay.
and just the EMP bombs and the little device,
Okay.
because those shouldn't flag. They're just doodads,
Yeah.
theoretically.
Yeah. After a little while, the person comes back and they are bringing their manager along, who is a little bit older than this person that greeted you, and he's a tiny bit portly, but very well dressed, and has a very distinctive, well groomed mustache, and says, "Oh, okay. I understand you're here to retrieve some property that has been bequeathed to young James here." No, it's not, Lisa.
Why?
Oh,
He's a very pretty
Um,
man. He's,
I love him.
this guy's not that good looking. Just well groomed. Anyways, like I understand you're here to retrieve some property that's been bequeathed to young Mr. Mason here, was it? No, Vanessa, it's not Rip. It's not Rip.
it's his cousin Dare.
Oh god.
Stop it.
We're all so paranoid.
I know.
Can you blame us? Can you really blame
No,
us?
No, I can't.
Absolutely
You
not.
did this to us. Now reap the
Although-
It's
although
consequences.
when I-
Raven's fault. It's
Although
Raven's
when I
fault.
expressly state like Rip's not here, and you're like it's Rip, like maybe a little bit too paranoid.
No such thing.
Anyways, the guy's like, I understand you're here to get some stuff that's been left to this guy because of the dead person.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, boo-hoo, your dad's dead. Here, get the box.
Yeah. It's obviously waiting for confirmation.
Yeah, Sparky will nod. And then, so here's where we flash back to the ship. Did we print this thing out, the will, or did we just have like the digital copy of it? How are we going about that? Because we didn't really discuss how we're presenting it.
The lawyer's office should have sent a copy to the bank.
Okay, cool. Okay. That's
So
what
you
I was
basically
thinking. I was
just
like,
have to prove you're who you say you are.
right. And the lawyer company was Johnson and Johnson.
Yes.
The other company. Okay. Okay. So Sparky will present their fake ID, whatever, like whether it's like a hollow digital, whatever. I'm Leslie Lansdowne, Esquire, with Johnson and Johnson. There should be a will that was faxed to you.
The manager looks at your ID and goes, "Huh, what a distinctive name. That's interesting." Seth is just giving you a look.
Sparky's got a full dead face. Like, I'm on serious
Perfect.
business here.
And the manager also, literally everybody here has like a branded bank tablet.
Mhm.
And they pull it up. Oh yes, I do have a copy of that was just sent over this morning. Actually, wow, that was fast timing. But yes, we should be able to take care of this. So it looks like it's just yes, one safety deposit box. We can take you back to the vault now. Just be right this way.
And Sparky will nod to the other two, like, let's go.
We'll follow. I'll follow quietly. I don't know what fucking Seth will do, but
Yeah, Seth's just following the manager, looking again like somebody just kicked his puppy, and has basically just soaked a rag in onion juice, just occasionally dabbing, under the eye with it, sniffling. The manager leads you to a back section of the room, where there is it's not Rip. Our Zoom chat.
Let us dream. Just let us dream, Raven.
Yeah, they're saying that Rip's gonna pop out.
This is how we cope, Raven.
The box.
Okay.
Okay.
Rip's in the box.
Anyways, takes you to a back part of this room where there's a doorway, and says, "All right, now looks like this was bequeathed to young Mr. Mason here. So unfortunately, I'm sorry. What was the name again?" He's looking at you, Sparky.
Leslie Lansdowne, Esquire, and they'll pull out they'll do the quick like.
Right. Unfortunately, I'll have to ask you to stay here. It's looks to Captain and is like, and you are Mr. Mason's caretaker. Did I understand that correctly?
I have been at his side his entire life. He requested me here as a form of emotional support.
The manager just nods. Okay, excellent. And you can confirm that, and looks at Seth, who just sniffles and goes, I
was just half expecting like an awkward like side hug, where like Captain's like, "Oh God."
No, so it's just like, yeah. It's been hard. I never got to know my father. Now he's dead. I won't burden you with it. Sorry. And the manager's just like, very uncomfortably, just completely ignores Seth, and goes, right this way. I'll have to ask you to empty out your pockets. And there's it's like an airport security type thing, which Seth does, and goes through and is fine. And literally, like, the only thing he's really got is the ID and those earplugs. And one of the security guards kind of looks at those funny, and Seth just goes, "Oh, sorry, those are my AirPods." And puts one in. And succeeds at that little deception. Now, Captain, you obviously set off the metal detector. Do you say anything?
I am an android. I am not organic.
Oh yes, no, that makes sense. All right. Do you have any? If you could just empty anything you might have in any pockets or anything like that.
She empties out like her apron pockets and crap like that, and there's like a hard candy and a spool of thread.
Okay, perfect. They're like, all right, great. Right this way.
She puts them back in her pocket because, damn it, that's her candy and spool of thread.
Yeah. And the manager leads you to the vault. He has you wait outside while he goes into the vault. He pulls out the deposit box, unlocks it, and then leaves and lets you go inside. And closes the vault door behind you for privacy. And Seth's just looking at you like, we just open it?
Yes, if you wish to. I mean, we do not have to technically because we're taking it either way.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think we can actually take the whole box. The box belongs to the bank. We think we just have to take what's in it.
Correct. Open it then.
All right. And Seth walks over to the box, goes to grab the lid, pauses right before he's about to touch it, and goes, "Ooh, wait!" Grabs the handkerchief and grabs the lid, and gently opens it. And I think that's where we'll end the session.
You
I was
absolute.
looking at the time. I was looking at the time. I'm like, here it comes. I know it's coming.
I know. I was looking at the time too. I was like, she's gonna do it.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I thought Seth was about to turn on us.
I know, so did I. I was sitting there. I'm like, oh, it's all part of his fucking
I
plan.
know, right? Like Seth is gonna.
He's been trained by Rip since birth for this exact purpose.
No.
You did this to us, Raven. I just want you to know you did this to us. You scarred us, you fucked us up, and we love you for it.
All right, fair enough. I love y'all too. But no, like definitively, Seth is a precious little bean. He's innocent.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm going ahead next week with this. No matter what happens, be damned, Raven can't show up. I'm still gonna be here. I need to know what happens. I'll make my own story if I have to.
Oh goodness, yeah. I can tell you, it's not gonna be Rip in this security box because it's like the size of a shoebox.
You mean
What
his
if?
hand doesn't shoot out of it and
Find a
slap
way.
Seth?
Life finds a way.
Finds a way.
You'll be like a little fetus Rip.
What if he turned his whole body into cyborg parts and each one of them is in a security deposit box and they all start rattling like it's a morgue? Sorry,
Honey,
go on,
I
Raven.
Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I Shrunk the Rip. Oh my god. Anyways. Yeah, we'll find out next week what's in the box. What's in the box?
Shout out to Seth for being
what's
really
in the
smart and using the handkerchief though. Like, damn,
Yeah.
that's a smart kid.
Things you didn't know because nobody thought to ask. A Rip in time. Oh god. Anyways, before we go on a raid, feel free to throw into chat whatever you would like the raid cry to be. And then we'll go on a raid, and then before we do that, I'll have everybody say what their favorite part was, where we can find them, and anything else that they'd like to share. Also, I forgot to take away the advantage for Seattle for flirting. There we go. And we're gonna go over
wanted a good thing for my boy.
That's fair. I'm just gonna laugh really hard if like next week it's like literally like 3 seconds left on the clock and you've got to cut the right wire and you don't have that advantage.
That's why we have criticals still.
We don't.
No, you're at 0 crits.
Fuck.
Lisa, though, what was your favorite part? Where can folks find you and anything else you want to share?
Oh god, favorite part. Probably Seth realizing, oh, I can have nice things. I can have tea, and Captain's like, yeah, I'll get you some tea. What do you like? Like, this is what I was initially programmed to do. Like, I can, like, yeah, like, I can relax. I had therapy? Yeah. Yeah, you did. But yeah, Captain trying to work out a backstory with someone, and also Captain trying to clarify, yes, I made a joke. I've made several.
That was great. And then, anything else that you wanted to share? Anything?
No, I'll be here next week.
All right, awesome. Alex, what was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? And anything else you'd like to share?
Yo, I'm around on Ken Chaos Art on Twitter and Twitch. Sorry, I've been having the hardest time keeping my eyes open for like the last 20 minutes.
No worries. Favorite part?
Y'all were super fucking cool, and like, holy fucking shit, when Annie like digs in and pulls all of her toolbox out, fucking Annie's a fucking terrifying force of nature, and Seattle could not be prouder of his kids. Also, I love the absolute stupidity that is always Seattle and Sparky, though. The fact that Seattle's like legit interested to know what Sparky plans to wear for mourning for Seattle. Like complete legit. Yeah, like yeah, show me about it.
Heck yeah.
You will get one.
Yeah, I'll be here on Tuesday. We're not streaming tomorrow, are we? Okay.
No.
No. Just double checking with Jay, because I'm in.
No, it's all home game.
Testing this awesome person's amazing fucking RPG that they made from scratch.
Don't ever sell it. You haven't played it yet.
I've heard wonderful things from the first playtest. Yeah, seriously, wacky races and stuff. I'm really honored to be part of the playtesting group for this. So yeah, if you see me around, I'll probably be talking about that for like the next week or two. If not, I'm back on Tuesday, again with Jay and Raven, as we delve into water, where Jay's and Mai's character have a very different relationship. They're very different characters. The age difference is swapped.
Yep.
The friendship is swapped.
It's great. All right. And then so next we've got V. What was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything else you want to share?
My favorite part, there's so many parts that were really good. Just the whole episode was nonstop. One thing after another. It felt like we got a lot done today, which was really nice. Even though we got some jokes and stuff in there. I did enjoy being able to pull out the Annie that plans things. And kind of having something that suited her skill set again. That was really great. I'm always really grateful when we can put those specific skills to use. But just the planning between Seth and Captain as well, and his responses to what she was saying and how she was spinning things was really, really great. And of course the ending. I might find you just to throttle you, but it was great.
That's fair.
Catch me walking to the States on foot. Square up. I might miss next episode. No, I can't do that. I can't miss next episode. I have to be here for that, to see what's in the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Yeah, but as for me, you can find me online. I have an art Twitter if you'd like to take a look at that. Like I said at the start of the stream, I've got some new pieces up there and some that are going to be posted shortly. And that is at Pepero Draws, and that's Pepero like the candy. And today is Saturday, so I will be back on the channel next Wednesday for more Exodus, which is a game that I GM, and it's a system that I made, and we're getting through it.
It's a lot of fun. All right. Last but not least, Jay, what was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything else you'd like to share?
I don't know. I think everyone's kind of covered it. Like this whole episode, like I was saying kind of on break, is we finally get to see us all working really hard on a single project. Because with the heist, the museum heist, we kind of did, but we were like a little cells all working on different things. But in this one, we all really put together. And if we hadn't, it probably wouldn't have gone off at all. So I think that's probably my favorite thing, is just seeing how well we can actually work together when we choose to, not like when we want to, because we know how we work when we need to. But as well, Captain making the joke, because all of us literally did the like, ma'am, you're a captain. It was really good. And I was, as always, making outfits. That's just any excuse to do that is my favorite thing. Where you can find me, like Alex said, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and Norlax is there as well. And I didn't realize how dichotomous our relationships are in the two games, but wow, yeah, they're mirror images. Horrible, like Star Trek mirror universe images.
Tamsin and Susie are not good for each other.
They're a fucking mess, and we love them. Other than that, Twitter, itch.io. Once the system that we're playtesting tomorrow is done, it will be released on itch, probably for pay what you want, honestly. And that's going to be happening probably in the next few months, so keep an eye out for that. I'll be mentioning it on Twitter a bunch. Yeah.
Awesome. That just leaves me. I think you've all covered pretty much most of the really good moments. So I'll throw in the Annie and Alice conversation. Was pretty great. That was a lot of fun. And Vanessa's reaction to all of that was also pretty great.
I can't believe I forgot to mention that earlier. My brain was just like, too many good pieces. You can't pick.
Aside from that, it was nice to see a little bit more of like Seth's personality and stuff. That was pretty cool, and everybody realizing like, oh, we actually don't know anything about Seth. Like that was pretty fun.
Quick, it's now our family duty to get to know Seth.
I'll go get the sand.
Yep, kinetic sand and jello shots. Let's go. The whole thing was a whole lot of fun. I love this game so much. Y'all are amazing. And where you can find me next, you won't be able to find me, but I am also playtesting that game with Alex and Jay tomorrow. I'm super excited about that. And then the next stream will be Tuesday. Be jamming Water, another fundamental RPG game. There's an NPC that I had to pluck from the ether last session because there wasn't supposed to be NPCs in this game. And Jay's like, I'm gonna...
You guys actually saved that body.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep. And Jay's like, oh, you have a plan? Hi, I'm the party. It's not gonna survive contact. It was great though.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Yeah. And the character's actually really cool. I'm excited to play her some more. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've been told, come hell or high water, Leland is planning on being there next week to play Lyle again. So that'll also be a nice treat. It's going to be good. Definitely check that out. That's Tuesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Water is always a wonderful, terrifying time. It's a game that's designed to kill PCs, so it's pretty great. Other stuff to share.
The fact that we're still alive is scary.
I'm honestly shocked. Getting on the island and staying there has helped you a ton, but still, there's lots of times that you should have been dead, and the dice were just like, nope, you get a little more time.
See me tempting fate by having Susie not let go.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah. So the dice have been the guardian angels of water this season, and it's only a matter of time before that runs out. So it's gonna be fun. Also, there were times we shouldn't be dead and lose 50% HP. Yeah. What was I saying? Sorry, my train of thought just went completely off the rails there. Sponsors. Fundamental RPG. We've been talking about that a lot. That's what Animus and Water both run off of. Hundreds of Calamity ran off of it last season, and the brand new book for that just dropped about a week ago. It's currently on sale until Monday for 20% off for the digital version, and the physical print version has been submitted to the printer. I'm just waiting for the final checkoff. that it's good to go. And then you'll be able to order the print version as well, which will be a 6x9 glossy paperback with full color inside. There's tons of art in it. It's really cool, and I am 100% biased, but it's a phenomenal tabletop system. Highly recommend picking it up. And then Intrepid, which is adventuring gear for real life. So if you like outdoors or athletic or casual wear or accessories with a cool tabletop theme to them, it's cool stuff. You should check it out. You can find all of that, both Fundamental and Intrepid, at coffee.com/raven/shop. Just like it says in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, just add /shop to the end of it, and you'll be at the store. There's other cool merch in there, too, that you can check out as well. And I think that's everything. Yep. So we're going to go on a raid. We're going to go raid my lady Saito, who's doing some D&D. Saito's just fantastic. It makes me sad. Couldn't think of the right word. It makes me sad that our schedules so often don't line up correctly to where we can actually be in games together. Because Saito's a fantastic player and GM and just person. So definitely go check out her stuff. Give her a follow if you're not doing so already, because she's awesome. And I think we would be on each other's channels a lot more if our schedules would allow it. So yeah, there's that. And I will see you all on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.